This section is on the politics, and I'm gonna rush through it very fast. We have won most of the, we won the majority for now, and it's JR, it's Premadas, Chandrika, and Mahinda, and Maitapal, and Gotabe. DS, this is Sirimao, this is Solomon Bandaranaike. Sirimao, JR, Rasim Premadas, Ranil, Chandrika, and Ranil is JR's nephew. This is JVP was a communist group, very dangerous. He came up twice. We had to kill them like this. There's some propaganda against UMP.
මම හිතන්නේ ආපහු මට කියන්න උවමනයි කියලා. යුතු කළ සමහර තැන්වල අඩ අනික් අතට නේ අපි එනම් පොලිස් වාහන දාලා ඒ ටික පෙට්‍රෝල් කරන්න.
I think that the question you have to ask is,
police come with warrants. I've seen you go organize crime.
Am I know?
Are you in the mafia?
What?
So anyway, this Sunil guy has been pardoned by JR. He's Ranil's bodyguard. This guy is working for this guy. This guy has planned to kill a lot of people using Ranil and everyone else, including to burn people alive in petrol, necklacing, tires. Apparently, Chandrika says that they have tried to kill this guy. There's some stories that this guy is working for Chandrika as a hitman. This guy was working for Tilanga uncle as a hitman, and also for Lohan Ratwat, whose uncle is Anuradha Ratwat, and also is by the way Anuradha Ratwat, the defense minister or something. He was also Chandrika's uncle, and these guys are saying that he was bumped off to stop you from ratting on people. This guy was involved with Dhammika. He's been killed by Dhammika. This guy has been Chandrika's hitman, basically, to kill this guy and beat up this guy and burn her house down for mocking her. And, he was killed by this guy. This guy was friends with him, but then this guy tried to kill him, and this is some politicians, some more politics. They tried to kill Chandrika, This guy, this right-hand man of some Roy Fernando, UMP is Premadas's party, Ranil's party. This guy is some Southern Development Authority chairman, a lot of drama. Frederica was saying that this guy has given a statement to the CID that Tilanga has ordered a hit on two guys. I'll mention them soon. But anyway, Frederica has also said that the ministerial security division guys working for Chandrika, like these guys, have attacked Lasanta, her boss, the editor of Sunday Leader. And then this guy has been given a liquor permit, according to Frederica, by Chandrika and her guy Hari Jayawardena. She gave the liquor distillery to, and it's quite barbaric, and sad. It's quite sad. Tilanga didn't just give a check to Dhammika, by the way. It was somebody else's name, and that's what got him in trouble. That was the only evidence the courts had, that he has authorized a check and or to authorize a pass to watch a cricket match to somebody else called Dhammika Pereira, who was a famous guy in the country. He's the richest man in the country, by the way. And the people that Frederica reported that this Sri has ordered Dhammika Amarasinghe to assassinate Malik Samarwika, the UMP chairman, and Gamini Abhiratne, the airport services director. This is bullshit because we went to see Malik. I have called Malik a couple of times on my phone. Tilanga went to see him, and he told Amarasinghe to Dhammika Amarasinghe to surrender immediately. And he called him and asked what happened, and then they realized Tilanga uncle told us under this that it was probably General Anuradha Ratwatt who has asked Dhammika to go and bump off the Malik's UMP chairman. Why should Tilanga kill the UMP chairman? Tilanga uncle has joined the UMP. That was his first political party, and Chandrika has prevented Tilanga from joining the UMP, from joining the SLFP, which is a family party which father created. And this guy Gamini is working at Mahendra Rajapaksa's office, I think now. It's quite strange. And when Lee Hsien Loong came to town, I called this guy a couple of times to get in. So it's ridiculous. And by the way, Anuradha has killed a couple of Muslim boys as well with Chandrika's relatives. So it's quite ridiculous. But anyway, they are friends. You know how it is. And this, we are shareholders at some distilleries as well. We know Hari Jayawardena. We have to get along with these people. This is Govind Silva. He was sentenced to death for, you can see the smile on his face, right? For murdering some man called Bhadra Lakshman. These guys have sprayed him with 2 clips of assault rifles. T-56 assault rifles, and now he was pardoned by Gotabaya. The US ambassador was very angry and upset like everyone else, including Bharata's daughter. We know Anakali was one of our school mates from CIS. She has been badly treated by Dominda as well. There was some drama, but I think Gota has done it because just because I think JR has done it as well, and because Dominda's family controls the media, at least Hero TV, and it's very dangerous territory. If you look at the US foreign policy, you guys have also done a lot of bad things in many countries. I support the US. I think that the domino effect is a real thing. I would have done the same thing. I'm all for the US. Okay, I told you Hashani has joined the army. We are all your friends. Okay, don't look at me like I'm a bad guy. I'm a good guy. I'm your friend. I'm just saying this that we have all done bad things. If you want to quote Tamir Pardo, doing bad things is a part of a game. It's a part of life. Every state does it. US, including every country, China, Russia, Israel, Sri Lanka. Everybody does it. Everyone has done it for thousands of years. It started with the Romans, with the Greeks. They did it. It worked to a great effect. It works like a charm, And by the way, Israel and America in the UN are not looking so good. A lot of votes against us. 117, 119 versus 2 versus 2 versus 2 versus 2. A lot of votes against us. And by the way, I don't just read that garbage. I read the Wharton, reading list. I read all these books. I read all the Yale books, Stanford books, Harvard books. I watched the Rubenstein show. I watched Crystal Shore with Cheney. And I also read the bad stuff because I want to learn how things go wrong, Jonathan. What Nazis had to do to get the Holocaust to happen was they put this stuff in the German school children's curriculum. And then this is what happens. They put this in the curriculum. This is what nobody talks about, Jonathan. This is the hard stuff. This is what people have to be thinking about, especially at the higher levels. This is what goes wrong. They put this propaganda in with Goebbels. You saw the way Goebbels looked at the Jew, right? When he figured out you were a Jew, you saw the way he looked at you. This is what he wants to do. and this is how we get treated, and that's what happens. We are on the same side. I hope you see a strong partner in me, a very forthcoming, very good potential partner who's got your back. But take my word for it, this is what happened. If you want to change a country, you have to change the education system, change what they read and learn, give them critical thinking skills and problem solving, because these things won't happen, these bad things won't happen. This is Nisanka, he's avant-garde chairman. We are the ones who helped build that company, and I'll show you the evidence. We did the Kafir jet deal, by the way, and this guy has trained under the Mossad. He started with us. Lal is the chairman of Edna, he's my uncle, and Edna is our family company, and Dialogue is Hans. Somachi has were my arch, but Lal uncle's mother-in-law introduced him to various companies. That's how they started up their business. They know where they started from. All these big projects they got because of us. They know us, and he's mentioned, just like Solomon, that's Bandaranaike. This Yitzhak Rabin, the Prime Minister of Israel, was shot by a 9mm gun, despite the best protection apparently back then. So we have a lot. Shanika is his wife, and my father's wife is also Shanika, my mother. My mom knows this guy Nisanka very well. So these guys are defense contractors. Really big. You see, these are the customers, our family company. This is Tamir Pado's business. His other company. And Mossad works very hard to keep the state of Israel safe and to keep the enemy out and to stop the terrorists from getting their hands on a bomb, a nuclear bomb, because you know what they want to do. They want to nuclear bomb our people, and they want to kill us all. There's a lot of references in case you don't believe me.